into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are continuing the Khloe Kardashian house building series, and this is part 2 of the series. So if you haven't seen part 1, I will link that here up in the screen. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. So for this video, I'm gonna how do you say that? I'm gonna finish off the backyard as best as I possibly can. Of course, going through this series, I will be going back and forth between the interior and the backyard. So if I find new photos, videos of the current state of the home, and I see that I can change it in any way in my house, then I will. But for now, this is like the accurate that I could make it. Of course, it's not like really like 100% the same. I did change some things. I added in my own inspiration just because I felt like it looked nice, and I don't know, it looked nice. That's why I did it. Anyways, I'm here starting off with that inner courtyard. I try to make this little corner really look kind of similar. The other corner, where you have like the entrance, that is actually not as similar as all. I do not know how that corner looks, to be honest. So I was like, let's just wing it and let's just see how I can make it look fun. And I'm gonna add in a fountain and lily pads and just making it look nice, really. But this little section here, I do try to make it similar, have the same kind of color scheme and also the same kind of vibe. Although I have to say, she has this gorgeous Moroccan kind of black and white vibe going on, which I adore. I love it so much, and you guys know I'm all into black, whites and grays, so her color scheme and her interior design is something that I love. I do lean more to modern, a bit too yeah, like ultra modern, but when I see this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should probably implement that in my new home. So yeah, this house definitely has given me lots of inspiration for my own home, and I really tried to make that feel of that Moroccan vibe come true in what I'm doing. I mean, I'm hoping that you feel it. Of course, I did provide you guys with some pictures at the beginning of the video so that you guys can see what I was working with. And also, if you have any information, preferably house tours. If you can find me a house tour of the current home, that would be awesome. I did find, or I got a video or a house tour link from one of you guys, and it was the old home, so how Justin Bieber did it, and I really appreciate it. It gave me a little bit more feel of how the house is pieced together, but I don't have every room, which is of course normal. I mean, which celebrity would film their entire home? I mean, except for Kylie, of course, because Kylie has done that with all her homes. She filmed them, she gave tours and stuff like that. You can find everything of her homes in detail. Oh my gosh, there's something in my throat. Did you guys hear that? Anyways, for Kylie, you can find like all the details, all the rooms, fairly easily, but for Khloe it was actually kind of difficult. I mean, I do have lots of pictures from you guys from like multiple rooms, which is awesome. I'm now in the process really on just trying to figure out where each room needs to go. So I'm just laying them all in together on my screen, not on my desk, because there are pictures on my computer, but I do lay them all on my screen, and I have like 10 photos that I will place there, and then I'm gonna look and see, okay, which room would I place in which part of the home, what do I see in the windows, and that is how I basically build my celebrity homes. And that is also the reason why my celebrity homes take up so much time, because it's like a little puzzle that I'm trying to just trying to piece together. And that is also the most fun thing about the celebrity homes. The challenge, will I succeed? Will I fail? Like I did with Khloe Kardashian's home. I failed big time on that home. I should probably try it again, but I don't know. I'm not really inspired yet, you guys. Anyways, here doing the outer boundary there with all of the trees. I do minimize the trees a little bit. Now I have like trees along the entire pot. I do minimize them to I think 3 trees. So now we have 4 trees there. I'm gonna make it 3. It was just a little bit too busy. But I definitely wanted a border. I also definitely want to fence everything because this is a celebrity home. Khloe is gonna live here and she's gonna have lots of fans and stalkers. I mean, in my game. And of course, we need to fence everything and make sure that no one gets in. So yeah, that's why I made a fence. Although when you look at her home, she has like a really large piece of greenery or garden at the back. I don't know if there's actually a fence or the fence is like way back more in the bushes, but you don't see an actual outer fence on the picture, but that's fine. I'm just making my own. I'm just filling it all in with flowers and yeah, flowers and bushes. Actually, that's all I'm doing here, trying to make it look a little bit nice, little pops of color here and there. You know, you guys know my typical landscaping. That is what I'm doing here. I'm doing the typical fenced, manicured landscaping, not so manicured looking thing that I always do, but I love doing it and it looks so nice. So yeah, anyways, but I do give it like little twists with color, and I'm also using how are those things called? The bushes from Outdoor Retreat. That's it. Yeah, Outdoor Retreat. I'm using some bushes from that pack, which I love. Not the pack, the bushes. I still don't really like Outdoor Retreat, to be honest. I have done like 2 builds in that world now. I don't know if you guys saw that. I've built a very luxurious cabin or lodge, and I also built a very modern looking treehouse. I loved both of those builds. I loved the world that I placed them in. I hated the furnishing, still hate them, which we gotten with the pack, sadly enough. But I do love all the flowers and bushes that we got for Outdoor Retreat. So yeah, definitely loving those. Anyways, almost finished with my typical landscaping, doing some terrain paint. Very important if you are gonna go and landscape your gardens. Don't forget terrain paint. Sometimes I forget it, but usually in screenshots I do see it and I'm like, Mona, you did not use any terrain paint. That looks really weird. So yeah, please do use terrain paint while doing your gardens. It makes it more alive and just it feels really natural and more realistic. So here adding in some random flowers. I wanted a little bit more of a messy feel right in that little corner here, but I also wanted to have like a feeling that that was like the end of the flower bed, and that's why I'm adding in a bit more stones and stuff like that. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. So I do have to say the exterior of the garden or the entire garden layout is a little bit different than Khloe. So I don't think, I'm like 90% sure that Khloe does not have children. Don't shoot me if I have it wrong, but I think Khloe is single and Kourtney has children, right? I mean, I think it's almost that way. Anyway, so it actually did not make sense for me to place that pirate ship. So why am I still placing a playground area there? Well, first of all, we had a little bit of space to work with, which I wanted to fill in. And I think that Khloe and Kourtney are like really good friends and sisters, and I do imagine that the children would play when they are gonna go to Aunt Khloe's home, that they want to play outside. And seeing that the Kardashians have really loads and loads of cash, I think she would definitely build them a pirate ship if they would ask. So yeah, that's why we are doing a pirate ship for when the children are gonna come over and play. And of course Kim has her children as well. How many children does Kim have? I think 2. I always get confused. I do have to say, I never watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians as much. I mean, I did watch that like way back. And I actually cannot remember anything about that series anymore. But I do love following them on social media and stuff like that. It's also a lot of fun just hearing about the family and what they were up to. And yeah, it's really entertaining. But no, I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians that much. And the main reason is because I don't watch any television that much anymore, except for Games of Thrones. The Big Bang, so Games of Thrones, The Big Bang, and I used to watch Vampire Diaries, not anymore, I stopped that, but I still love the original, so those are like the only things that I'm currently watching, but no actual television, because all those series I watch either on Netflix or just at friends' homes and stuff like that who have a satellite television, because we also don't have that. We have like only normal cable television, which we never use. Anyways, enough about that. A little bit more about the garden. So I'm making here a little barbecue area. She has a barbecue area as well. No, it's not in the same place as her barbecue area. So in the real life home, the little gazebo that I made is a little bit more placed backwards, but of course I couldn't do that because love boundaries. But yeah, it's a little bit more placed to the back, and then this barbecue area is more towards where the pool edge is, so actually where the gazebo or pool house is now. So I couldn't do that, so I decided let's just make the barbecue at the side of the pool. It's fine, it still looks nice. I'm really gonna try and landscape it in, lots of flowers and seating area, and I'm just trying to make it look really nice and a little bit, I don't know. I don't know what kind of theme I had in my mind, but I really did want to go for a landscaped in barbecue area. That's why I'm making these flower beds here. Gonna add in some plants, don't worry. And then here 2 large couches, and we have also the bar stool. So I think that looks really nice. I still need to test if everything's functional, but I don't think I place anything in a weird angle. So I think it's all gonna be fine. So here started with the landscaping, of course using the same kind of flowers that I did at the side of the home and at the front of the home. Usually when I do landscaping, I try to use the same kind of flowers as I use like in the front yard. I try to match the backyard, because it doesn't make sense to have like all beautiful colorful flowers at the front and then a more desertly feel in the back. I don't think that makes sense. So I do try to really match the oh my gosh, what is it? Planting, landscaping. So yeah, and you're making just a random kind of thingy here. Don't know why. I just felt that that little corner was way too empty. So yeah. Anyways, for this video, by the way, I know I am a day late. Let's just address that real quick for the people who are still watching. The reason why I am a day late and why I did not upload a extra episode of this in the week, because I did promise one, but I couldn't bring any video out. So the reason is on Thursday I picked up my oldest daughter from camp, and that was the day that I was gonna work on this home a little bit more. But I picked her up from camp, and when I picked her up, I had a really nasty surprise, because I picked her up and I found her in a real bad state. So she has gotten like a virus that she picked up on camp. It's like a bacterial virus on her skin. She picked it up there, and she said that she had blisters and wounds almost from the beginning of the camp. So her camp started off horrible. She had a lot of pain, and she asked the entire camp duration, and the camp was 2 weeks long. She asked if she could please call mommy, if they would please call a doctor because it hurt so much, and they actually did not do anything. So they just let it fester, and by the time that I picked her up on Thursday, she had the most largest wounds on her arms and legs, and it's, oh my god, I'm just gonna cry, you know. No, it just looked horrible, and yeah, I had such a shock that I didn't feel like recording Thursday. I didn't feel like doing anything on Friday. I did go Saturday out with her to the movies because I felt so bad for her. She's just covered in bandages, and I don't know, it's looking awful. She is recovering, by the way. She's on antibiotics. We do need to still monitor her, that she doesn't get like a fever, or that the spots aren't gonna get too large, because when that happens we need to go to the hospital. But she is recovering. But I just felt so, I don't know, like I kind of failed because I made her go to camp, you know. I don't know, I should have probably checked it a little bit better, but she always goes to this camp every year, and then nothing actually happens. It's all great and fun, and she loves to go every year. But yeah, this year was a little bit different, a little bit of a downer. She's not going back, by the way. She's not going back anymore. We were so mad. I mean, they could have just called us when she asked to be. She just wanted to go home because she was hurting. And I mean, if a child says to you, I'm hurting, can you please call the doctor? If a child asks to go to a doctor, then you know it's serious. But they just didn't listen, and they just thought that it wasn't a big of a deal. But it was, because she had like a bacterial infection in her blood, which caused her to get like open wounds, like just wounds on her own. It's not like that she fell or anything. They just came by themselves with all adder, fester and stuff like that, and it's, yeah, it didn't look nice. So yeah, I really didn't feel like doing anything those days. And then on a Sunday, of course, my mother-in-law decided to throw a barbecue, which I was mandatory to go to. So yeah, there we went there. My oldest daughter didn't go, by the way. She stayed at home. Luckily, or not so lucky, we live right next door of my mother-in-law, so she was fine. She had the baby phone with her, so if she needed anything, she could call me. But yeah, that is where I was Sunday, so I couldn't record then. And then today we are Monday. I did do a little bit of building yesterday, and today I finished it all off, or not really finished it off, but I tried to furnish as much as I could in this episode as I possibly could fit in, like under a 30-minute video. And yeah, that's basically why I'm a little bit late for the video, but I still hope that you guys like the video. So for the furnishing, by the way, this little section here, I do know it looks a little bit different than her home. She has like these very large, gorgeous white sofas. I think there are like, I don't know, it looks like they are strapped on like the ceiling or something, and that they're like a little bit floating. I'm not sure. I don't really see it that good on the pictures, but I do know that I love how those look. Could not recreate them. I just could not. I couldn't find any CC that looks similar. I could not find any way to make it look the same with all the items that we have in the pack. So I thought, let's just make something that has the same vibe, the same color scheme, and yeah, just try to make it look nice. So I tried to implement that Moroccan kind of theme with those planters there on the side. They had like the little motif on it. I tried to do that, and of course using the black and white color theme as well. So here, going back to that little section, because I forgot the pillows. Very important. I mean, pillows make a home so much more personalized and just more nice looking. I have a million pillows in my home, like a million. If you want to sit on my couch, you need to move pillows before you can actually sit. That's how many pillows I have, and yeah, I just love the look of it. So this is the final room that we are gonna furnish for this home, and this is, I think, like the informal living room. There is a television, a fireplace here, everything of course in that typical black and white color. Trying to implement the Moroccan vibe. I know this does not look 100% similar. I know the doors that I used aren't really the same as her door. She has like these really large arched doors, and we do have one that is arched, and that is from I think base game, or I think it's base game, but that one looks too traditional and hers look more modern. Now, not really modern, but not traditional. I don't know how to call it, but these ones that I used from Get to Work looked the best in my opinion. Definitely not similar, but the best for the style that we were going for and for the overall look and feel. I thought that would look nice. But if you have another suggestion, let me know in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys, and if I find that it actually does look nice, I will implement it. But I always do try out your suggestions off camera. I try to see if it works, if not. But yeah, I like to hear from you guys, so let me know if you have any suggestions for other windows. Maybe you have a great CC window that you found. Let me know, then I can try it out in my game, and maybe it works for this kind of living room that we are creating. So I have to say, this living room does have a bar. So I added in a arch on the back of the where the couch is. I added in an arch, and the idea is that I'm gonna add in a bar there with bar stools of course and stuff like that. I think it's like a wet bar. I still need to really look up on how that is really placed and what the color schemes are, because I don't have any pictures of that little area yet. So yeah, I still need to look that all up, and probably gonna work on that a little bit more in the next episode. And hopefully I have in the next episode the entire floor plan down, because now I only know where the kitchen kinda is. I know for a fact where the master bedroom is, but all of the other rooms I'm guessing. I know how they look, but I don't know where they need to be. So I'm gonna work on that this week, and hopefully I have another episode for you guys done for Sunday. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm crossing my fingers. So yeah. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Please do leave a like if you did. Very important and very appreciated that you do. And of course, if this is the first video that you are seeing from me, don't forget to check out part 1 and all of my other celebrity builds. I will link a few here up in the screen. So I hope that you guys all have a awesome day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye bye.
Show me adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Thank you.